this performance of Emma Lucia Murphy with Westley Art Hodges in Modern Love, Ups and Downs of Relationships.
Everybody joining us over Zoom. Thank you so much for being here with me and Westley, my amazing accompanist. We have a really fun evening of music planned, and I am just so grateful that after 2 years of not being able to perform, that this is where I get to sort of restart in a community that I have been a part of since I was 2 years old, who really feels like a second home, and just the wonderful people that are a part of the St. John's community. So we're going to basically share with you a night of ups and downs, the good, the bad, the ugly, relationships, dating. And if anybody has ever been on the receiving end of a rant with me when I'm getting ready for a first date, this song will probably sound really familiar. I stick with real things, usually facts and figures. Information's in its place, I minimize the guessing game. That's why I don't like guessing games, or when I feel things before I know the feelings. How am I supposed to operate if I'm just tossed around by fate? Like on an unexpected day. her by his first name or eat Oreos, but eat the cookie before the cream. But what scares me the most, what scares me the most, is what if when he sees me, what if he doesn't like it, what if he runs the other way and I can't hide from it? What happens then? When he knows me, he'll take disappointed. What if I give myself away to only get it back? I couldn't live with that. So I'm just fine inside my shell-shaped mind. This way I get the best view. So that when he sees me, I want him to not defensive. Oh, I'm simply being cautious. I can't risk reckless dating due to my miscalculating why. A certain suitor stands in line. I've seen in movies, was made for television. You cannot be too careful when it comes to sharing your life. I could end up a miserable life. But he could be criminal, some sort of psychopath who escaped from an institution somewhere where they don't have girls. He could have masterminded some way to find me. He could be colorblind. How untrustworthy is that? He could be less than kind, or even worse, he could be very nice, have lovely eyes, and make me laugh, come out of hiding. What do I do with that? Oh God, what if when he sees me, I like him and he knows it? What if he opens up the door and I can't close it? What happens then? If when he holds me, my heart is set in motion, I'm not prepared for that, I'm scared of breaking open. But still I can't help but hoping to find someone to talk to who likes the way I am. Someone who, when he sees me, wants to You really gotta love a venue that just lays out the red carpet for you. So about 3 years ago, I lost sense of time with this pandemic. I think it was 3 years ago. I was doing this little musical in Northeast Ohio. I think you probably recognize it. It's called A Chorus Line. Well, that show was so incredible, and it created so many long-lasting friendships. I mean, when you are doing a show that's 90% dance in 100-degree Ohio heat in the middle of July, it really bonds you, physically and emotionally. And those friendships are just, theater friendships I think are so special, and we don't give them enough credit. But in that show, my character really only talked to one other person in the entire show. And I was really nervous going into it, thinking, oh God, what if this actor and I hate each other and we don't get along and we're gonna have to stand by each other for 2 hours, and I was really, really lucky to get to work with an actor that not only was an incredible scene partner, but became a really wonderful offstage friend as well. And he's here tonight to sing this next song with me, Tyler Lord. And when he's coming up, I'll give you a little backstory on this show. The show is a musical called Dogfight. And in terms of the awkwardness of first dates and dating, I think this song really does that justice. So this is First Date Last Night from the musical Dogfight. picture, but alright. So take her out, give him a shot, 'cause people can surprise you. Or not. And we go bum 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 bum. I think many people in the audience know that from a really young age, I think obsessed is the right word, with old Hollywood movie musicals, to the point where I think I wore out our VHS copies of a few of them, which I realize is a very old-fashioned thing to say, that I wore out a VHS tape. But one of my all-time favorites was the musical Carousel. And the music and the dancing and the costumes, it was magic for the eyes. And when I was about 6 or 7 years old, I was able to see the show live at the Marriott Theatre out in Lincolnshire. So you see, a carousel that's actually in the round and it's going and it's incredible. And this next song, I think, is just the quintessential message of how exciting it is when you meet someone new who you have that feeling and you know that you're in love. His name is Mr. Snow, and in upstate man is he. He comes home every night in his round bottom boat with a net full of herring from the sea. An almost perfect bow, as refined as the world could wish. But he spends so much time on his round bottom boat that he can't seem to lose the smell of fish. The first time he kissed me, the wind from his clothes knocked me flat on the floor of the room. But now that I love him, my heart and my nose, and fish is my favorite perfume. Last night he spoke quite low, and a fair-spoken man is he. And he said, "Miss Pembridge, I'd like it fine if I could be wed with a wife. And indeed, Miss Pembridge, if you'll be mine, I'll be yours on snow is just so much better than Billy Bigelow. For so many reasons. Our next song, we're actually going to take it back to the pop charts. The song was written in 1960 by Carole King and Jerry Goffin. And I think it's really important to know that this song was originally recorded by the Shirelles. And it was the first time that an all-female black ensemble hit #1 in the pop charts. Which, yeah. And so this song is so well known, and it's such a beautiful and heartfelt message. So from the pop charts to the Broadway stage, a beautiful classic. Tyler back up here. Whoop, I'm tangled. Okay. So this next song, it's from one of my favorite musicals called Ordinary Days. And what's really fantastic about this show is it shows the lives of real people, the everyday, the mundane. And in this number, I think this duet is probably one of the best ways to show sort of the everyday in a relationship, without all of the extra fluff and maybe some of the unrealistic stuff in musicals. So this is a number where Jason and Claire in the show are really trying to convince each other that everything is just fine.
It started with the wine.
The wine.
The wine. We were shopping for a bottle to bring to her cousin's soiree.
My cousin is sous chef, she's very gourmet.
I grabbed my favorite Cabernet.
He's got no clue, and so I say, darling, the wine.
The wine.
The wine. They're serving monkfish, so darling, the wine can be red. How about this Austrian Riesling instead?
Honey, you know I don't like the Riesling. When have you ever seen me drink Riesling?
Never, but can't you listen this once? Red wine and fish look like a dunce.
Fine, I'll bring the red, you bring the white. That way I'll still get drunk, you'll still be right. Fine.
And then there was the cab.
The cab.
The cab. We're stuck in traffic in the middle of Broadway. 10 minutes we wait.
We're 12 blocks away and we're already late.
I point out there'd be no delay if we would just turn that way.
Honey, the cab.
The cab.
The cab is pointed squarely down Broadway. I know you're concerned, but your cousin's on Broadway, so why have we turned?
Darling, I know my cousin's on Broadway, but there was lots of traffic on Broadway.
Surely, but now in my own defense, we're further away, which doesn't make sense.
Fine, driver, please stop here if you would. I think walking will do us both some good.
Fine,
fine, fine. We don't say anything 'cause we're walking down Broadway. It's like I'm walking next to a stranger. I've had that feeling more and more, like I don't even know her.
Right now it's cold and we're still in a hurry.
I'm not gonna stop and I'm not gonna worry, we'll be fine, fine, fine. And then it starts to rain. My hair starts to drip, my shoes are a mess, my bag's getting wet, and so is my dress.
I love the rain, how everything
The wind's picking
shimmers.
up, we've got no
It
umbrella.
knots her hair like morning dew, and suddenly I start to think of the day that I first met her. A bucket of snow had landed in her hair. I picture her shake the snowflakes off her shoulder, and somehow I want to get us back to there. I want us to know that I can barely spend a single day without her, but how can she know? How can she know?
I should. Damn it, this is really fantastic. No, really absurd. And then you just stand there and don't say a word. Fine, I'm gonna go. We're late for my cousin. God help the soul who's late for my cousin. You can stay right here out in the rain, but don't leave it up to me to explain. Give me the wine, don't take all day, fine. Then bring it yourself, your Cabaret, Jesus.
Shut up, Claire, and marry me.
Fine. What? I love that song. And I just, can we give Tyler another huge round of applause? Performing is wonderful, but when you get the chance to perform with your friends, it is just, it's a whole nother level. So when we were putting this concert together, and I was talking to Wesley about all the songs that I had planned, and I found out that this was in their repertoire, and I thought, you can't have a concert with musical theater songs, or a concert about love, for that matter, without Barbra Streisand, obviously. And so when I found out that this specific song was in Wesley's repertoire, I knew that we had to add it into this concert. So I am going to let Wesley introduce this, but without further ado, Westley Art Hodges.
Hopefully my mouth will be big enough without a microphone, we'll see. But thank you to the church and to Emma for allowing me to be here. This is my first performance of the pandemic, and it is touching. It feels amazing to be able to do what I'm gifted to do in front of an audience is something I've waited 2 years to do. So thank you for being that audience tonight. Yes, Barbra Streisand recorded over 80 albums in her career, and my partner and I are in a mission of collecting all of them, and we're up to about 48 of them on the actual, the album things, the records. And it's really exciting to hear this person that recorded her first album when she was 19 years old, and to hear the joy in every song she sings. And tonight, I'm gonna sing one of my favorite Barbra Streisand songs, He Touched Me. And 3 weeks ago, my partner and I got engaged to get married. I get emotional because I am a career church musician. I've spent my whole career as a church musician. I'm 37. I started working in the church when I was 15. I've been fired 3 times for being a homosexual. I've been there, I've done it. And to be able to stand in this Episcopal church tonight and tell you that my fiance is sitting right there, it makes me happy. He touched me. He put his hand near mine, and then he touched me. I felt a sudden tingle when he touched me. A sparkle, a glow. He knew it wasn't accidental, no. He knew it. He smiled and seemed to tell me so. Through it. He knew it. I know. He's real, and the world is alive and shining. I feel such a wonderful drive towards that one tiny. He touched me. I simply have to face the fact he touched me.
I'm so glad nobody saw me crying backstage. I just get goosebumps every time I hear that song, and I want to take a minute here and really properly thank this incredible human for not only all of the amazing work that was done on this concert alone, but I don't know if you even know this. So when we met 5 years ago, we were both working for a church in Peoria where I went to college, and it was at a point in my life that I was dealing with some serious body image struggles and not feeling confident in my own skin. And I never, ever would sing with my whole voice because I felt like if I did and I was loud and people could hear me, that I would seem bigger. And the first person who ever looked at me and said, no, use that, you have that, use that, was this incredible musician and wonderful friend. So please give us a huge round of applause. Okay. So our next song, there's a lot in here from my childhood, and this album came out in 2001, and it was Kristen Chenoweth's first debut solo album, and I was obsessed with her. Wanted to be her, wanted to be Glinda, and I would play this CD over and over and over again, and this song specifically, which it wasn't until about 15 years later when I rediscovered the album and actually heard the lyrics that I was like, oh, a 6-year-old should not have been singing these. This is horrible. And what I loved at 20 years was realizing what my parents must have been hearing when I was running around a 6-year-old doing this song. So here you go. There he goes as usual, my man, breaking my foolish heart such a hunk who games around, always picking the sniff. If you were not such a two-timing guy, if you weren't, if you hadn't, if you didn't, if you weren't, if you hadn't, if you didn't, but you were and you haven't, you went, you did, and so goodbye. Nobody asked where you've been, you wouldn't have to hit my chin with a beautiful bit. High alcoves found purple lipstick on your handkerchief. If you would not tell me lies and you looked at my eyes with a smiling tip. If when I caught you with Kate, you would not say, "It was nothing, if I'm gonna miss you, baby. You could be terrific." What's the diff? If the best years of my life were spent as your wife with no marriage certificate. If you were not such a two-timing guy. If you hadn't, if you didn't, if you weren't, if you hadn't, if you didn't, but you were and you haven't, you went and it, and so I think, let me restart that. I think in the world of dating and love and relationships, it can take a couple of tries or many, 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 many tries until you find the right one. And I have to say, I think more often than not, and we don't talk about this very much in society, that there are a lot of doubts that happen after a breakup, even if you are the one doing the breaking up. And it's hard to let that person go and to move forward. And this next song is featured in the original A Star Is Born with the incomparable Judy Garland. And this song, when I first heard it as a younger adult, just really resonated with me. So much so that it became the basis for my senior project in college, where I did an entire night of Judy Garland music. And it's so heart-wrenchingly beautiful in its simplicity. And I would love to share that song with you here tonight. Suddenly you're older. Unfortunately, sometimes when love ends, there is no breakup. Life happens, tragedies happen, and we're going to revisit Ordinary Days. This is one of my all-time favorite songs. And in the show, Claire spends most of her journey resisting moving forward with Jason. And it isn't until the end of the show that we really get to see her true character and her art. And when Ordinary Days debuted, it was in 2009, and the show takes place in New York City. And we, as a nation, we're still reeling from the attacks on 9/11. But what is really beautiful to me about Claire's journey, and I think the journey of anyone who has lost love, is that the power that love gives us shows us that there's hope for a new day. We met, of all places, in front of Christie's, some freakishly cold winter's day. I had on several unflattering layers of wool. He slipped on the ice with his grocery bags full, so I rescued some flat boots he dropped by the curb. And I made some remark that my smile was superb. I thought that was sweet, and I started to go. And he said, "Hey, what you doing tomorrow? Because I'll be here at the corner of Bleecker and Mercer tomorrow at 7. If you want to meet up, I'll be waiting right here. And in case there are two fellas waiting for you, my name's John." He waved, and then he was gone. Needless to say, I went back there to meet him, mostly to see if he'd show. And there he was, out in the cold, with his jacket pulled tight. He took me to dinner and kissed me goodnight. The next week, we went to this terrible play, and the week after that, drank hot chocolate all day. And suddenly, 8 or 9 months had flown by when he said, "Hey, what you doing the rest of your life? Because I'll be here This has been such an incredible concert to get to put together. I remember when Cara and I first were talking about what we wanted this to look like, and she said, well, we could do it in February, and it could be, the Valentine's Day concert. And I said, I don't have a lot of lovey-dovey stuff in my repertoire. And she assured me that that was okay, and that I had the chance to maybe show a little bit more of the raw side of love and relationships. And at this point in the concert, we've sort of covered first dates and first loves and breakups and death and what happens after death and moving on. And we've covered all of the big romantic milestones except for one. And I'm very lucky this year, within the next 12 months, to get to be a part of 2 weddings for 2 incredibly important women in my life. And watching them in their relationship and grow, and it's been an incredibly beautiful journey. And this last song is from another old movie musical called Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. Probably also a tape that I wore out as a kid. And I remember I would force my granddad to take me to the park so I could run around the field in just full-on Jane Powell realness and run around and sing this song and pick dandelions. And although I don't condone kidnapping in the hopes that they fall in love with you, this song is just the perfect culmination of finding the one. Ding dong, ding-a-ling dong, were the steeple bells ever quite as gay. Wonderful, wonderful day. Bluebirds in the bluebells sing a song to send me along my way. Wonderful, wonderful day. Oh, I've got to own up, I'm as grown up as can be. Seems I've not flown up to a bright, merry, airy fairyland. And so you'll forgive me if I simply throw out my chest and say, beautiful, glorious, heavenly, marvelous, wonderful, wonderful day. Big clouds float lazy like a daisy in the sky. Big things to be doing by and by, going slow and growing things. Big love for my darling as we share whatever may come our way. Beautiful, glorious, heavenly, marvelous, wonderful, wonderful day. That feels so good. I just thank you again. I'm so grateful for this amazing community and for everybody that joined us over Zoom. I can't see you, but I know you're there, so thank you. And this community, like I said earlier, it's so unique and it's so important, and it's rare to find a group of people that can support you the way that St. John's has for all of its members and community, but especially I feel that having grown up here and walking through the halls and going, yep, I went to Sunday school there, and I met my best friends downstairs in the parish hall. And if you'll permit us, we have one more song.
for you. The sound of applause is delicious. It's a thrill to have the world at your feet. The praise of the crowd is exciting, but I've learned that is not what makes a life